Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Whiscast Wednesdays.
What up?
What up?
What up?
Not much, except for the fact that we haven't really made a video for 3 weeks now because of vacation times. It's like tangent time, but in real life instead of a video.
So instead of talking about nothing in a video, we talk about nothing in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds about right.
Unless you're Nikolai, because then you've got a life, which...
And then you talk about politics.
Yeah, and that's a bit boring. If you want politics, watch the news. Not our news. By the way, Søren is right now playing Dark Souls. So
What the? Yeah, I'm playing Dark Souls.
If he does that a lot, it's not because he's being attacked by some kind of murderer, but he's just playing Dark Souls.
I'm just playing a game about hurting yourself.
About hurting yourself.
Ugh.
They call it the emulator.
No, you went too far. It was a fun gag in the beginning, but now, nah, not so much.
Okay, I'm sorry. If you're emo and you're offended by this,
you should be.
Go fuck yourselves.
You're offended either way.
Yeah, that's part of being emo. Okay, let's not offend anyone anymore. And get... Oh, by the way, you might have noticed that Herman is not here at the moment.
That's because he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's almost dead. He's dead to me. That's the same but different.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, actually, you got a point.
Yeah.
But in reality, he's in Legoland. Probably.
He's in Legoland.
What?
Yeah, he's in Legoland.
Yeah, probably playing Pokemon Go.
Most likely.
Yeah. Have you been playing some of that Pokemon?
I have been playing Pokemon Go because I have a phone that is able to play it. Yeah. Have you played Pokemon Go?
I mean, for the viewers out there, you can sense the fact that we've already talked about this. And no, I haven't got a phone that is able to play Pokemon Go, and therefore I haven't played it.
And that's why you don't like the game.
Yeah, and it's buggy, and it makes people fall into harbors and drive into trees and die.
But that's not the app. That's just people being stupid, like Americans.
Yeah, okay, that's right. But
so the way you do it is you should just not be American, then you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good start at least, not being American.
Yeah.
It makes you at least 20% more smart.
Being American and having an IQ below 70 is about the same thing.
Yeah, I mean...
Just about the same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
Yeah, so as long as you're neither of those, you should be good.
You're rolling in it, as you would say, in no country.
I know.
I mean, should we just get right into it and get right to...
I think we should. The news?
The news.
I think we should.
By the way, I was watching Top Gear.
Yeah? The new one?
No, because Chris Evans... No. Isn't it Chris Evans he's called?
Yeah, the host?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't like him.
No. He resigned as well, so...
Did he?
Yeah, no more Top Gear for him.
He's like, well, I'm tired of being hated.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he made the right decision.
100%. But this autumn, the real Top Gear hosts are coming back with their grand tour show.
Nice. Can't wait.
Which is going to be interesting.
I can't wait.
I feel much the same. What was I saying? I was saying... Oh, yeah, Top Gear. When we came up with the news thing, I was thinking, well, I've heard that before. And in Top Gear, when they go to the news section, one of the hosts say, it's time for the news. And I was just like, oh, that's where we got it from.
I think that's how we got it. I mean, we have watched a lot of Top Gear.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably why it felt
We're quite
natural.
fond of the old show.
Yeah, not the Chris Evans show.
No, we don't like that.
Everything up to series 22.
22, yeah. The middle of 22, I think.
Yeah, but because the last 3 episodes weren't aired, and then Chris Evans took over for the last part of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a mess.
It is.
But it's time for the news.
Yes, and I believe you have some news for us.
A tiny bit of news. The first bit of news is... I'm not gonna... Yeah, okay. Experts in the industry believes that instead of upgrading consoles each and every year, which we will get into later in the show, instead of updating consoles to keep them competitive with computers, in the future, cloud computing could be the norm.
No, yeah.
Which, I mean, that reaction is quite good because it means that you're required to have an internet connection to play certain games, or else it wouldn't work because the console simply isn't powerful enough. Which is a bit of a moral issue. Or
Yes.
not moral, but kind of defeats the purpose of buying a console if you need an internet connection.
I know.
Because, yeah, we'll get into that later. Have you seen the game Inside?
Yes, the game from the makers of Limbo.
Yeah. It's coming to PlayStation 4 at some point, but that's boring news because it's already on Xbox One and PC. So,
And the game is great, if I have to say so myself.
have you played it?
I have not played it, but I have seen a playthrough, and I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Who were you watching?
I was actually watching PewDiePie.
Ooh.
I mean, I haven't watched him in a very long time,
Yeah.
but I've started watching a few of his videos again.
Yeah. I've been doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I quite like it now. I don't know why, because I feel partly nostalgic when I watch them, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same as when he did horror videos, but now he does a lot of other weird stuff, and it's all like highlights of what he recorded, so it's always the best of what he recorded.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of just being the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's short videos which are entertaining, and I like that.
Yeah. Me too.
Have you seen the one with the vegetarian thing?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna send the link to you in Skype, and you can watch it after the show because it's great.
I will.
Anyways, Inside, great game. I've considered playing it, but I might just watch PewDiePie's video if you say it's great.
It is.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch that and save a couple of bucks.
And he's surprisingly good at it too.
Oh, he's actually good at a game.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He's more interesting than Markiplier when he records it.
Well, because Markiplier is a bit...
I mean, they both yell, but at least PewDiePie cuts out the boring parts. Markiplier leaves it all in.
Oh, so he yells and he's boring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Pewdie just yells.
Yeah, I mean...
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all great. Yeah, anyways, some boring Nintendo news. We don't really want to hear about Nintendo, do we?
Yeah, not really.
The new console is apparently gonna run on Nvidia's Tegra GPU, which is their...
Hold on, I have to say this, okay?
Okay.
Nintendo's making a new console?
Yeah, I know. The Nintendo NX, it's gonna be called.
Oh, that thing! I read about it on Reddit.
Yeah, I read it
But
on Reddit.
But then I got bored, so...
Yeah, exactly. But, apparently it's gonna be an iPad type thing with controllers on the side that you can then dock in some kind of dock, and then it connects to your TV, so it's a handheld and a console in one, which just sounds like failure to me.
Yeah, it just sounds... It's like they take interesting ideas, but the execution is just not the best.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the same with the Wii U, I think it was called. Really cool concept that you didn't have to use a TV to play it, but it was just not executed very well.
Exactly, and I fear this is going to be the same thing. And
yeah,
I mean,
the NX isn't that the thing where they where they go back to using cartridges again?
Oh yeah, the NX. But cartridges isn't really a bad thing because it's not cartridges, but it's basically SD cards.
Yeah.
But SD cards today have faster read and write speeds than a traditional Blu-ray disc, so it would mean faster loading times, which isn't bad, really. So, but I mean, some part of using a cartridge just feels a bit old school.
It feels like I'm back in the 1990s again.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to feel like that. Just make me able to download my games easily.
I just want to have quick download speed.
Yeah, exactly. Not like PlayStation Network that no matter your internet connection, you're limited to 10 megabits in download because the servers can't handle anything more than that.
Woo! You'd think they were one of the richest companies in the entire world, but no.
Apparently not. Oh, yeah. But it's gonna use this NVIDIA Tegra chip, which is basically their NVIDIA's mobile phone, tablet, mini console, Apple TV like
That
chip.
sounds horrible.
Yeah, but it's actually more powerful than a PlayStation 3 and a 360. So.
Oh, it's better than like a 12-year-old console.
Yeah, exactly. So
Nice.
Good on you, Nintendo.
That's what I wanted 12 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be popular for a short period of time, and then it's going to fade out.
Yeah.
Similar to Pokemon Go, I think.
Yeah, because even now Pokemon Go is fading.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've stopped playing it.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Yeah, exactly, because, I mean, I haven't played it, but what I've heard, there's nothing new to do. You're just walking around.
Yeah, you just walk around and catch Pokemon, and then you, like, it's not even, like, a huge variety of Pokemon. You just catch Rattatas and Pidgeys. That's it. Two kinds of Pokemon. You catch them for, like, a day, and then you get bored.
Yeah, exactly, and then...
It's not very fun.
In the end, all of us are just fat nerds, so we end up just being like, I'd rather play Dark Souls or Fallout or
Hey,
League
you're
of Legends.
making me sound like a nerd. I don't appreciate it. I feel offended now.
Go over and stand in the corner with the emos.
Yeah, well.
Emo, is it called an emo?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is that the bird? What's the bird? Emu, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, emu.
Son, go in the corner and stand with the emus.
Oh, I'm sorry, I will. I don't belong near the emos. I belong near the emus. I don't know if that's the sound they make, but I hope they do.
Yeah, that would be great.
I hope that's the sound.
Just cut that bit out and remix our intro to be like...
Yeah. Or when we go on Twitch, we have a sub sound or a follow sound. That's that sound right there. I mean, I'd use that.
That ties neatly into one of our tangent time topics.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, in a weird way.
In a weird way.
Anyways, the last piece of news is not really news, but today, Absu is coming out.
What is Absu?
Absu is a game made by the art director behind Journey, which is one of the greatest games, I think, personally.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game. There's not really much gameplay. It's all about taking in the views, relaxing, listening to some great music while you have some interactive elements, some light puzzles, and
So it's like an atmospheric puzzle game?
exactly. I mean
cool.
that's the word I was looking for right there.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I might have to check that out.
exactly. PewDiePie just started a playthrough of it. Maybe, just to save that 20 euros, I think it costs.
Yeah.
But anyways, it looks great, and I love Journey, and it's only 3 hours long, which maybe it's a tiny bit expensive, but if it's great for 3 hours, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's it for the news.
No more news.
No, that's a great outro for the
No
news.
more news.
None of that news.
I ain't having no more news. Get the news out of here. Get the news out of here, boy.
Exactly.
I fucked me in the asshole. This podcast is now explicit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, on iTunes we were rated as child friendly. Maybe.
But we're not anymore. That's for sure.
I don't think we've ever been child friendly.
We're now rated PG-18.
Yeah. I mean, in the first episode, I think I said shit and fuck a lot. So
Still chance friendly.
I mean, they gotta learn it at some point.
They have to learn, man.
Yeah. I think I'll put the podcast in the educational category now, so they can learn.
But really, let's be
Swear
honest.
words.
What is anybody gonna learn from this?
Swear words. And
How
how?
them already?
I mean, that's great. And how not to speak English as well,
Yeah, don't speak like us.
because we're Danish, have horrible accents. I mean, it's not that bad. Let's be honest.
It's not horrible, but could be better.
I mean, even PewDiePie makes mistakes, and he's got like infinitely.
Yeah, we aspire to be PewDiePie.
Not really.
I don't know if that's true, if that statement's true, but we're just gonna go with it.
That's our channel description from now on. We aspire to be Pewds.
And we're just gonna go with whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So, I think it's time for
Is it time?
It's
tangent time?
It's tangent time.
I
So,
approve.
we recently, I mean, in the last episode and the previous episode, I said that I got a new computer, and that's right. And now I've got time. I've had time to play it, and I even bought some of the games I owned on my PlayStation 4. I bought them on my PC because I could play with my friends who had PCs, and yeah, in some cases, I bought Fallout 4 for my PC as well because it was cheaper for me to get it on one of those G2A sites than to actually buy the season pass for the PlayStation 4. So it was cheaper for me to just buy the game on PC and get the season pass than to just buy the season pass on PlayStation 4. And
Damn right.
which is one of the great benefits of PC gaming.
Oh yeah, this boss is dead. What were you saying?
I was saying, one of the great benefits of PC gaming is that the games are cheaper, even though the PC is even more expensive than a console.
So it basically evens out in the end.
Exactly.
Except on PC, it looks better.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
And it might be that I've got a 1070 in my PC, but it's just
Humble bragging. Truly humble bragging.
It's a great card. Very
Not
expensive compared
Not
to...
as good as my 660.
Oh.
My 660 is loyal.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I've only had mine for like a month now. I don't know how... I mean, yours is true and tested.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a veteran.
It's a veteran, yeah. It sticks with you through all the...
Through the tough times of Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't played that hardcore game on mine yet, so I don't know if mine will stick with me. Anyways, my topic is console versus PC and the transition. Mostly the transition. And you've been through this as well, back in the day.
I have gone from PC to console and from console to PC.
What was that like? Mostly console to PC.
Well, I started off as a young lad.
So, yeah.
When my uncle gave me his old PC.
Yeah.
So I started playing on that. But then I played games that my mom didn't approve of. So I ended up getting, eventually, for one Christmas, I got a PlayStation. And I started playing PlayStation all the time, all the way through school, from like when I was 8 to maybe 15 or something like that.
Oh.
But then I finally got an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And on both consoles, I had been just playing the game for the hell of it because I enjoyed the game and I didn't really care about anything else. I just wanted to be able to play games.
Yeah.
Eventually, I grew older. And I started caring more about the graphics and the aesthetics behind the games and everything.
Yeah.
And I became a little bit elitist, so I ended up getting a PC. Again. And I've never looked back since. And I don't think I ever will.
No, because in the end, and I hate myself for saying this, but PC is the master race.
I know.
And you've been saying this, and I have been accepting this, but I haven't really been a believer until now.
Until now, you have seen the light.
I have seen the light shaft of RGB lighting on a keyboard in the end of a tunnel.
That's all it took. Like, so what made you change from console to PC? Well, my keyboard has lights in it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most simple answer. And mechanical keycaps and not keycaps, but
yeah, keycaps.
Keys. Yeah, exactly.
Switches.
Great. Yeah, switches. Great. I love it.
Yeah.
Once you tried it, you never go back.
It's very good.
Yeah. But for me, the transition has been kind of conflicting because I am what I define myself as a PlayStation fanboy because the only console, oddly enough, I haven't owned is the PlayStation 1 because I don't really know why.
I'm not sure.
I don't even
but,
know.
I mean, I've always liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I love the game because I've played them afterwards and I played them at my cousin's house. They had a PlayStation 1 and we would play that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So Crash Bandicoot, Crash Racing.
Oh, yeah.
Great games. Great games.
Pretty good.
Yeah. But I consider myself a PlayStation fanboy, so the realization that a PC is better than the almighty PlayStation 4 has been kind of tough.
It's like, man, I suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. I can't handle this. I mean, I love this, but I kind of want to be an elitist.
I miss my frame rate drops.
Man, what I wouldn't give for frame rate drops now, man.
Just give me them back.
I'm desperate. I need my frame rate drops.
I need those 20 frames a second.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn, that's good.
But yeah, anyways, I mean, the great thing about PC, and especially, I mean, of course my PC, I just built it, so of course it's new parts, it's the latest processors, it's the latest graphics cards, so there's no trouble for me just cramming everything to max and just 60 frames a second, everything. So of course the transition from a console to a PC has been more impactful than if I don't know, bought a second-hand computer and yeah, you know what I mean.
If you didn't go all out.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, when you go PC, you go all out, at least for your first PC, and then in 5 years' time, you upgrade some part of your PC.
And then you realize my first PC was very bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, so far it's great. I'm caressing it.
You're loving it, right?
What?
You're loving it, right?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know what I mean, I'm still playing with a controller. I've been playing Fallout 4, and I still play with a controller because...
That's fine.
I
played Dark Souls with a controller. I've played it for over 100 hours this summer.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, there's just some games that a controller is better for.
It's meant to be played with a controller.
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls is.
Yeah, okay. And then it just works with a controller.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Exactly. And sometimes keyboards can get a little bit complicated, but for some games, it's easier with a keyboard.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing Crysis 3 because you kind of have to own a Crysis game.
Yeah, you do.
And Crysis is a lot easier on a keyboard, I think, because you need that fast-paced
you need
aiming.
Accuracy.
Yeah, exactly. First-person shooters is always mouse and keyboard.
Indeed.
Except for Fallout. Apparently.
Whatever you say.
So, I haven't really come up with some good points, but the transition has been great, and I still turn on my PlayStation 4. I mean, don't call me now, Mom. This is not the time.
I don't have time, man.
Okay, I'm just gonna text them.
That's fine.
Just
Not
a
like this,
second. Just a second.
It's not like we're recording or anything.
Yeah, now I'm back. But I still turn on my PlayStation 4 because I like it. I don't know why, but I like the comfort.
You play it or you just turn it on?
I turn it on.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You just turn it on and then that's it?
Yeah.
I mean,
this
I
morning I
want
turned it
to
on.
say I'm your friend, but I kind of also want to say that I don't know you. Because that's weird.
I know. But this morning I woke up, I drove my lovely girlfriend to work, and then I just got home tired because I had to get up at like 8 because I needed to drive her to work, which was horrible. And tomorrow she's gonna take the bus. She just doesn't know it yet. But
Nice, man.
But anyways, I woke up and I just when I got home I made a cup of coffee and I just turned on my PlayStation. And I just sat there and then
Looking
I turned
at
it
it?
off again.
That's weird.
I know.
I've never done that. And I never will.
No, but I'm a console gamer.
If that's what consoles gamers do, I'm happy I'm not one of them.
I know. But anyways, to get more to the facts or whatever, because this episode, it's like the last episode we did, it's just gonna be us waffling because Hammond isn't here, so there's no point of making it cohesive.
It's just a lot of rambling, but you gotta stay active, so...
Yeah, you gotta please those YouTube algorithms every once
Yeah,
in
you
a
do.
while.
And you gotta please those 8 viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Who bothered to
Man,
turn
those
up.
8 viewers are the people who make us able to live.
Yeah. I mean, we earn up to nothing from it, so...
If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have food on the table. I mean, I don't anyway, but
Yeah.
at least now I can pretend. And when people ask me, so what do you do for a living? I say, I pretend to be a YouTuber. Or I mean, I am a YouTuber, of course.
But it's only pretend so far.
Yes. I'm afraid of commitment, dude.
I'm afraid of commitment, exactly.
Something like that.
Where were we at?
We were talking about transition. I was telling you a story about transitioning to PC and consoles and so on.
Oh yeah, and like kind of took it over and saying that... Oh yeah, you were saying you would never go back.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I am going to go back. And
because you constantly turn on your console because you're weird.
Yeah, because I'm lonely. I'm not actually lonely because I've got great friends like you.
Just weird.
Yeah, I'm just weird, yeah. But, I mean, when I was considering the other day, No Man's Sky comes out. And I thought to myself, well, I better buy that on PlayStation Network. And then I thought to myself, why?
But why? I have a PC.
Exactly, and...
That's one of the struggles I had when I transitioned to PC, is that games came out on console, and I loved my console. But the problem was I had a PC.
So why buy it on the console?
So why bother buying it on a console when it's going to be the same but just look worse?
Exactly. And when I thought of that, I became a tiny bit sad because I was just like, well, my PlayStation 4 is the console that gave me Uncharted 4.
Wait, boys! This isn't who I am. I'm a changed man. I can't handle this anymore. I'm not the same I once was.
Being a casual console gamer is part of the person I am.
But now you're not. You're slowly becoming more elitist.
I'm a casual PC gamer. At the moment, I'm probably gonna become hardcore.
You're a casual PC gamer, but you have way better gear than I do.
Yeah, and you're a hardcore PC gamer.
Yeah, I am.
It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but...
I'm kind of jealous.
I know, and I kind of hate and love to talk about it at the same time. Because I hate being that guy
But you are that guy.
Yeah, I know.
You've
And
always been that guy. At least now you brag about stuff that's actually good instead of, oh my god, look at this graphics card in the new PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's so good when it's just really mediocre.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the graphics card in your PC is actually better than the one in the PS4,
Yeah,
which says a lot about console gaming.
indeed.
But the morale of this is that I'm gonna go back because there's still some console exclusive games I'm gonna want to play. And I don't know why, but I have been a console gamer for 18 years of my life. And I've never really gamed on a PC. And I just think that the PlayStation community and the PlayStation ecosystem is such a big part of who I am as a gamer. And this sounds kind of deep, but it kind of is. And therefore, I'm always going to be a console gamer first. In some weird way.
Except you're gonna play on a PC.
Exactly, and I don't know how that's gonna work together, but
Imagine if this was politics, and you're from the South, and all through your life you've been a Republican, and then suddenly you become a liberal, and you're like, I'm still a Republican at heart, but I vote liberal.
yeah, exactly.
It's like it doesn't really count, okay?
But I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm still in a transition period. But I'm probably gonna buy Watch Dogs 2, and I'm gonna buy
Battlefield 1.
and I'm gonna buy No Man's Sky.
Battlefield 1.
I'm gonna play the Skyrim Special Edition, Battlefield 1, all of the games coming out from now on and onwards, except the exclusive console games.
Because you gotta catch them all.
Exactly. And I'm gonna buy those on PC.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, the last anecdote I've got to this is our friend Nikolai is kind of stoked for Watch Dogs 2 because he loved the first one. And I did too. But when he said, "Oh, I'm so gonna buy that game," I was like, I gotta buy it on PlayStation 4 now. And then I was like, no, you can't even. There's no multiplayer, so there's no reason for me to buy it on the PlayStation 4. And so I'm just gonna buy it on PC, and I'm just gonna say, fuck you, Nikolai. I'm gonna buy it on PC.
And he's gonna feel betrayed.
Yeah, probably. And he's gonna write me an angry message on Facebook saying, "Oh, you didn't buy it on PS4?
You traitor! Oh my god! How dare you!"
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, that's been 35 minutes of nothing. Should we move on to the next tangent?
I mean, we could.
But we could just end it.
That's also an option. But what do you want to do?
I mean, the rendering times on my new PC is quite fast, so we could just go for like 5 minutes more.
And then just call it like a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, my topic was the idea of difficulty in games and what is appropriate.
Yeah.
And there are different kinds of difficulty depending on what kind of game it is. It could be like something that adds to a competitive scene, or it could be something that that just attracts masochists like me. So basically Dark Souls.
Yeah.
We just like getting hurt and die all the time. And then there are some games who just feel way too easy somehow, and you can't quite make out why.
On it.
Yeah.
They just feel easy, and somehow
Yeah.
everything you do sort of feels.
What kind of difficulty is do you prefer? Like, do you prefer the sort of difficulty where it's like you make a mistake and you get punished, or when you make a mistake and you get a second chance?
I mean, it depends greatly. But generally, I never go above medium on games.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a wuss. And the fact that the games, and this is known to everyone who listens to this podcast, the games I play are single-player casual games, and I play them for the story. So, when I'm playing Uncharted, when I'm playing Fallout, or whatever, I always play it on, not the easiest, because that's just boring, but I play it on the medium setting. And I do that to enjoy the story without being frustrated that I'm being killed all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the appropriate difficulty level for me. The one where I feel like I'm being, what is this called? Not punished, but I'm being, what's the word?
Can you describe the feeling or whatever it is?
Where you feel like you're just barely surviving. You're being challenged. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just barely being challenged enough that you feel like, oh, I did that cool thing where I got over there and I shot that guy and I was almost dead, but then I lived through it all. But without dying. That's the kind of difficulty I want. You feel cool because it's just hard enough, but you don't die.
I've actually experienced, there was one game, I can't recall which game it was, but I've always enjoyed very hard challenges. So I play like Dark Souls and I play competitive games because then that's where you're challenged by other players and their skill instead of a difficulty.
Yeah.
But I have tried playing through games before where you just play on the easiest simply for the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really care about the rest, you just care about the story itself.
It's just like watching an interactive movie.
Yeah, indeed. So I don't have to just sit and stare, actually. I have to do something, but it's just enjoyable, not a challenge.
Yeah.
And that's nice sometimes.
But you like the hardcore
I do, yeah.
Yeah, but what is the perfect level for you? Is it like when you play Dark Souls and you die all the time?
You see, Dark Souls is a weird game in that regard because it is very difficult, yes, but when you get the mechanics down, you quickly get the hang of how you should be playing the game because there's a very specific way of playing the game, way of playing it properly. Like, when you go to a new area, you find new monsters and everything, and instead of just going ham on them like you would in other games, you would actually just go up to them, aggro them so they attack you, and then you read what they do.
Oh.
So you're like, okay, so when he does this, he's gonna make a hard hit from the left. So you dodge the other way. So you constantly learn new methods of how to play the game and how to avoid dying.
Oh, so in the difficulty in Dark Souls is more of a learning.
Yes, because there is no difficulty in the game. Like, it doesn't have easy, medium, or hard. It's just all difficult, and you have to learn. You have to learn everything.
So part of the gameplay is learning the game.
It is the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, every new mob, you're like, well, how does this guy do? You don't just walk up to somebody and kill them.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that sounds fun, but it's probably not for me because
it is quite difficult.
But you like it when you're punished for making mistakes in games.
I do. It makes it feel so much more rewarding when you do something the right way.
And I mean, I understand that.
I mean, you did hear me before when I killed the boss.
Yeah, you were just like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah! Because I spent an hour trying to kill him.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, then it's great. And you get the desk splitting boner when you finally do it.
Indeed.
Your desk just splits in half.
Or something like that.
Splinters flying everywhere.
I mean, this is getting quite visual.
It's sexual, I think.
We're gonna need another rating above PG-18.
the porn rating. I'm gonna upload it to Pornhub from now on.
PG-XXX.
Exactly. But I have actually got one instance where I like the game being harder than normal.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about it because I talk about this game all the time.
I had a feeling I knew what game it was.
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yes.
The Last of Us.
Oh, yes.
I knew it.
Yeah, but very quickly. It's just because that in all the other games, Uncharted and whatnot, I'm just playing it, the characters, what happens, the set pieces, everything. But in The Last of Us, it's a story about people who struggle to go through the day-to-day life because, post-apocalyptic and everything.
Yeah.
So, when I played it on normal and I reached a point, I saw a documentary once where the game creators, Naughty Dog, talked about how they gave the player less resources when the characters in the game had a hard time. And I watched that documentary after playing it the first time on normal. And when they said that, I was like, well, there was no point in the game where I had few resources. So, and that was because I played it on normal. Because on normal, they kind of take you through the game, and they're just like, oh, this is our story, and this is our environment. And you always have max amount of health kits, you always have the max amount of ammo. And I played it on the Survivor difficulty later, and ended up liking that part of the game even more, because then you were struggling at the same time they were struggling, and it made the emotional things in the games more impactful. So
it felt more like you were immersed further into the game.
Exactly.
That's good. I had an instance where I felt like the difficulty in the game wasn't shown in the gameplay, because I was playing Dead Space 2 Dead Space 3 for the second time on a higher difficulty, because I heard it was way better.
Yeah.
But what I found was it gave you not as much ammo as in the easier difficulties, but it gave you way more health packs, so it felt kind of stupid.
Oh, so it was just like saying, I'm now gonna take away your food for a week, but you can still have water when trying to kill someone. That was a terrible comparison.
It was. But I got what you mean. And there are sometimes where the difficulty just doesn't add up. It feels wrong. It feels off. And when it does that, it's just kind of ruins everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what game it is or what kind of game. It just ruins it.
Yeah, because when you feel like you put it on maximum difficulty and you feel like they haven't designed it well enough. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same with The Division, because there are no difficult... there are, but they don't really matter, because it's just basically the amount of XP. You know, it's a multiplayer game. Whatever.
Yeah.
But in The Division, it ruins the immersion of this beautiful world when you shoot a guy with a hoodie on like 15 times in the head. Then you're just totally pulled out of that immersion that you were in with this beautiful world and this post-apocalyptic thing. And then you're just like, well,
Why is he immune to my bullets? It's like they're made of cotton candy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, this is just a BB gun. I'm just shooting him in the head right now, and he's just... Yeah.
That's one of the things why I didn't get the game, because it just feels so stupid. It'd be fine in a game like Borderlands, because then everything is crazy and whack and doesn't make sense anyway.
Exactly.
So you can get away with having that kind of logic, but in a game has one of the main aesthetics, say it's realistic, it's placed in a real town and everything, and then the shooting just feels off like that, it's just like, get your game on, Ubisoft.
Yeah, exactly.
Fix
and I
it.
mean, when you use so much money and time to make this immersion so good, why ruin it with gameplay that doesn't make any sense?
Indeed.
That's basically... I mean, it's kind of the reverse of the Last of Us instance.
Yeah.
Where it was... No, it isn't. Is it? Yes, it is. Because it was too easy compared to the world and the story and everything. It was not too easy, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So... I think that's it. That's 45 minutes of nothing.
That's nothing. But 45 minutes of, hey, what's up, boys?
What's up, boys and gals?
What up?
What up? I think that's enough.
I think that's it. I don't have anything more to say.
Not me. Hey, not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
It's only a game.
Why do you have to be with?
But yeah. Thank you for tuning in to this week's apparently really casual and laid-back episode once again of Whiscast Wednesdays. Hopefully, and we're about done making promises now, but hopefully when the summer vacation is over, we can get into our everyday life again. I'm going back to work normally. You're hopefully gonna find some work. I mean...
I'm gonna hope I get to start doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Just anything except
anything is fine. Anything at all.
Exactly. And Herman isn't with his girlfriend all the time, and you're not in Norway, and I'm not in a what's it called? Summer house? It's not called a summer house.
Sure it is.
Anyways,
It is now.
it is now. But yeah, anyways, we're hopefully gonna be home playing our video games and recording some podcasts more regularly. So yeah, write in the comments below what you think, like and dislike, and hope you enjoyed this waffle. Yeah, have you got anything to add?
No, nothing else. Then see you next time.
See you next time. Have a great Whiscast Wednesdays.